There's a version of you that learned what night meant long before you understood the word sleep. For some people, nighttime was rest. For others, nighttime was uncertainty, and the brain remembers. If you've ever wondered why your body feels exhausted, but your mind refuses to power down, why you wake up at 3 a.m. with no clear reason, why sleep feels shallow, fragile, or interrupted. Tonight, we're not talking about habits, we're talking about architecture. Because childhood trauma doesn't just affect your memories, it reshapes the structure of your sleep itself. Stay with me. To understand what trauma disrupts, we first need to understand how sleep is designed to function. A healthy brain moves through predictable cycles each night, about 4 to 6 of them. Each cycle lasts roughly 90 minutes. Stage 1, light sleep, transition. Stage 2, stabilization. This is where sleep spindles appear, brief bursts of brain activity that protect you from waking up to small disturbances. Then stage 3, slow wave sleep, deep sleep. Delta waves dominate. This is physical repair mode, growth hormone release, immune regulation, neural waste clearance through the glymphatic system. Then REM sleep, rapid eye movement. This is emotional processing, memory integration, overnight recalibration. During REM, stress chemistry drops. The brain safely revisits emotional experiences without triggering full fight or flight. It's one of the most elegant systems in human biology. But trauma alters the calibration of that system, not intentionally, adaptively. When a child grows up in unpredictable conditions, whether emotional neglect, chronic conflict, instability, or abuse, the nervous system adapts. The amygdala becomes more sensitive. Its job is threat detection. In stable environments, it learns something important. I can turn off. I am safe. In unstable environments, it learns, stay alert, always. This adaptation is called hypervigilance, and it often persists into adulthood. Research published in Biological Psychiatry shows that individuals with childhood trauma histories exhibit elevated amygdala activation during sleep onset, precisely when the brain should be disengaging. Instead of gently transitioning into stage 1, the brain scans, checks, listens. Cortisol rhythms are often dysregulated as well. A 2016 meta-analysis in psychoneuroendocrinology found altered evening cortisol decline patterns in trauma survivors. In simple terms, the alarm system doesn't power down fully at night, so stage 1 stretches longer. Sleep feels lighter, more fragile. The body may be tired, but the nervous system is still on watch. Now we move to REM sleep. This is where trauma leaves one of its deepest imprints. REM is sometimes described as overnight therapy. During REM, norepinephrine, a key stress neurotransmitter, drops to almost zero in healthy sleepers. This chemical quiet allows the brain to revisit emotional experiences safely. But in individuals with trauma histories, Norepinephrine levels often do not fully suppress during REM. The result? The memory replays, but the stress response reactivates alongside it. Instead of emotional processing, you get emotional reactivation. This is one mechanism behind trauma-related nightmares. A 2021 review in Sleep Medicine Reviews found significantly increased REM fragmentation in adults with adverse childhood experiences. Shorter REM phases, more interruptions, less integration. The brain is attempting repair, but the chemistry is misaligned. So people wake up feeling unrested, not just physically, but emotionally unfinished. Deep sleep, slow wave sleep, also suffers. Entering stage 3 requires neurological surrender. The brain reduces sensory processing. The prefrontal cortex quiets. The body becomes deeply still. For a nervous system conditioned for vigilance, this state can feel neurologically unsafe. Studies from sleep research centers, including work from the University of Pittsburgh, show reduced slow-wave sleep in adults with histories of childhood trauma. Less deep sleep means reduced physical recovery, weaker immune repair, less glymphatic clearance of neural waste. Over years, this cumulative deficit may partially explain why trauma history correlates with increased risk for cardiovascular disease, autoimmune disorders, and metabolic disruption. The past doesn't just shape thought patterns, it shapes biological restoration cycles, night after night. Now the important part. Sleep architecture is plastic. It can change. A 2020 study in JAMA Psychiatry demonstrated that trauma-focused therapies, such as EMDR and trauma-focused CBT, improved sleep architecture over a 12-week period. Slow-wave sleep increased. REM fragmentation decreased. The treatment targeted trauma. Sleep reorganized as a result. That tells us something critical. The brain isn't defective. It adapted to survive. And when the nervous system receives consistent signals of safety, it recalibrates. Image rehearsal therapy reduces nightmare frequency by rewriting dream narratives. Mindfulness-based interventions reduce bedtime cortisol levels and amygdala hyperactivity. Even psychoeducation, understanding what's happening neurologically, reduces anxiety around sleep itself. When people stop blaming themselves for bad sleep and recognize it as adaptation, the nervous system softens. Healing doesn't begin with forcing sleep. It begins with restoring safety. There is a neurological blueprint inside you. It was shaped by experience, but it is not permanent. If your sleep feels fragile, if your nights feel guarded, if your dreams feel unfinished, that does not mean your brain is broken. It means it learned to protect you, and protection, once necessary, can be unlearned. Gently, gradually, intentionally. You didn't choose the original architecture, but you can influence the next design. Stay curious. Sleep well.